Hello, this is Steve with another complete use of English exam, an original exam that you will not find anywhere else on the internet, that you are here to practice to improve this difficult part of the exam. So we're going to have all 4 parts, you're going to see your score, and we'll have a couple of little puzzles and quizzes in there as well to make it a bit more, to break it up, to make it more like a typical class that I would give, as well as all the explanations that you need to get into this. So we're starting with part 1. It is about the Welsh flag. You need to choose the best word that fits these 8 gaps, thinking about context and vocab and prepositions and all the typical things. I'm not going to keep talking for ages because you're probably not here for me talking. You are here for this good content. So here come the answers. Number 1, that is a pattern. Stripes, crosses. We're talking about the way the shapes are formed. That's a pattern. Number 2, something stands out, doesn't it? If it's different, it stands out. Number 3, the best word here is roots, because we're talking about the history and where it comes from. That refers to roots. And number 4, it's associated with resistance. You resist the invading forces, as in, fighting, combat kind of words. Resistance, the French resistance, and all those kind of things. Number 5, this was a tough one, but we're talking about the levels of meaning. It is layered with meaning. It's got different important levels, layers of meaning. The design has been simplified over time. From context here, it's how little it's been simplified. That's the point there. Many countries make them more simple, but Wales has kept it the same. It's kept its detailed emblem intact. It hasn't changed it in any way. It's still intact, untouched. And number 8, it tells a story. At a glance is a phrase that means quickly. If something is at a glance, it means you only need to look at it quickly and you've understood it. So you have a total out of 8. Please keep a record of your score so you actually know if you are ready for the exam and how you are doing on each part. As we move on to a quick little quiz, we're going to play Family Fortunes, or Family Feud, as it's called in America. I went on the street, I was very bored one day, and I asked 100 people to name something that grows faster than you want it to. And when I do this in class, we get into teams, we have a minute to write down answers. But what I'll do here is you can just think of something that grows faster than you want it to, maybe think of a couple of things, and try and get as many as you can. As I reveal the answers, that the 100 people on the street, the most common answers they gave, well, they said expenses, debt, your credit card debts grow faster than you want. Your nails grow too fast and you have to keep trimming them. Your belly, of course, grows very fast. Kids, we want them to stay as, I can tell you I don't want them to stay as babies, but I guess there's a general sentiment that young children are very cute. Your lawn grows too fast, so you have to keep cutting it. And the hedge, which is how I broke my collarbone, cutting the hedge. So that one's definitely true. I wish I didn't have to cut it every year. And number 1, your hair, of course, it grows too fast and you have to keep shaving or going to the hairdressers. If you got any wrong, then you get that noise. I'm going to have one more for you, an occasion for which you might wear your lucky underwear. So take a minute and think, when am I going to need to wear my lucky underwear? What's the most common answer going to be? Well, the 100 people on the street gave the following answers, and you can add up your scores. 4 people said for an exam. The same amount said for Valentine's Day. Your anniversary, where you want to be on your best behavior. Sporting event, your team is playing. Your team that you support or your team that you play for. When you are gambling, perhaps. When you've got a job interview. Or when you've got a date and you are hoping to get lucky. Those were our top answers for lucky underwear. As we move on to Use of English Part 2 about seagulls. For Use of English Part 2, you need to complete the gaps with a common grammatical word. Think about the context of the sentence, read it carefully, and think about these common C1 phrases that I am teaching you as you get better and better at these questions that are repeated. So pause the video, and now I'm going to tell you the answers with a quick explanation. They have become just as familiar. They are as familiar in towns and cities as they are near the sea. It's a comparative, even though we're missing the first as. That's what makes it a bit more C1. How are they navigating human environments with increasing confidence? What is most striking? Is their adaptability? Learning to recognize. Goals can time their movements when food is most available. So I think we're going to say by learning. That's how they do it. We could also say after learning, because it is grammatically correct, but we need a preposition because it's ing. And the point is they learn this so they can eat more food, or they learn this, then they can eat more food. So by or after. This has transferred from rocks to roads, this trick of opening, a shellfish. Their calls, carried over crashing waves in the past, now echo between buildings. So how do we say in the past in one word? Once, or we could also say previously. A reminder of how seamlessly they have integrated, because seamlessly meaning without any problems, without any seams like on your clothes. And number 8, they take advantage of course, take advantage of a common phrase that you know at C1 English. So you have a score out of 8, which you're adding to your total as you keep a record. And you're adding to your notes any new phrases, any little grammar points that you've learned. As we move on to another music quiz. This time I'm going to play 4 songs, 4 types of music that represent a country, and you simply have to name the country. Number 1. Sounds easy to me, but I guess I know the answer because I wrote it. Number 2. Okay, I think I could get it, but it is difficult. I originally did this quiz in a class, and all the music sounded the same to me as an old man. That's sort of the point of it, of the globalized world that we live in. But they are slightly distinguishable, aren't they? Number 3. Just gotta check, Lord, all on my feet, like, ain't shit you can tell me. I feel like Nelly, give me 2. I think we know this. I sort of included this as a bit of a joke, but I do find it very funny and very interesting song that is very catchy. And number 4. Right, number 1 was from the Ukraine, was it? I thought it was from Sweden. Well, there we go. Number 2 was Nigeria. That one I did get. Number 3 was USA. It's I've forgotten the guy's name, but they're 2 pairs of Lucchese. And number 4 was South Korean. Those were tough. They were a bit tough. I mean, I wrote this a few weeks ago and I'd forgotten it. But anyway, interesting little break as we get back into the grammar. And we have Use of English Part 3 about a famous old book called The Canterbury Tales, written a long, long time ago, one of the first pieces of world literature and so on, along with Don Quixote and all those things. Transform the word so that it fits the context. You pause the video, we go through the answers. Number 1, the adjective is religious. Number 2, from begin, of course, beginning. Number 3, personality. That one's a bit easier. Number 4, we need an adverb, surprisingly. Number 5, super typical Cambridge word, vary. It has variety and unexpected connections, right? The point is, it's like a surprising story. It's going to be unexpected. Despite the historical is the adjective, but their conversations, rivalries, in plural, please, because conversations, friendships, rivalries are instantly recognizable. So there we go. We finished our part 3. Add your score on. Note down any you didn't know. These are all like borderline B2, C1 questions, so they're good ones to be learning. as we move on to our final little quiz, which is a picture round. I'm going to show you a very zoomed in picture and you tell me what you are looking at. What is that? That is I'm going to tell you the answer, 3, 2, 1, a croissant, of course. These are easy. Once you've seen it, they're very easy, but it is a croissant. Number 2, what is that? Pause it if you really want to think, but here comes the answer, 3, 2, 1. It's a dandelion, a type of flower, a dandelion. That comes from the French for lion's tooth. Number 3, this one got me. One of those that you're going to kick yourself when you see it. In 3, 2, 1. Of course they are pasta shells. Of course they are. Now it makes sense, doesn't it? And number 4, what is that? Again, once you see it. 3, 2, 1. It was a basketball with a slightly darker colour, but a basketball nonetheless. Okay, let's finish with Use of English Part 4. 6 more questions, 12 more marks. This time on the topic of Vikings. Complete the second sentence so it means the same as the first. Use the word given. Do not change the word. Use between 3 and 6 words. Take your time. They are tough. Here come the answers. Give yourself a mark out of 12. If you have a doubt, leave it in the comments. If you have a doubt, it's probably wrong, but there's no harm in asking. And we have number 1, they have been. Rogaland in Norway might have been. I forgot to say might, but we need to say might have been the region where. That should say might, shouldn't it? It should say might, but it doesn't change anything. Do the hats seem cool to you? Do Viking hats strike you as cool? Something strikes you as adjective. Only 3 words for that one, but if you got it, well done. Number 3, he felt no more prepared. Again, we need to say Leif. Oh, I'm being a bit sloppy here. This should say Leif felt no more prepared. But again, doesn't change too much. I think that was just because I was changing them to make them the correct level of difficulty. Number 4, no sooner had the Vikings arrived than they attacked the church. No sooner than, typical C1 inversion question. Had the Vikings arrived? I've inverted the Vikings, the subject, and had, the auxiliary verb, because it's following no sooner, which is an inversion phrase. Number 5, had it not been for, of course, another typical C1 question, your third conditional, but making it slightly more difficult. Of course, this means if it hadn't been for the Vikings, had it not been for the Vikings. And number 6, otherwise, meaning if not, we ought to leave now. Otherwise, it will take weeks, or we will take weeks is also possible. You will take a long time. The journey will take a long time. It will take a long time to do it. Different ways of saying it, but the point is it means the same. It uses the word, so it must be correct. You have a score out of 12. You have a total score out of 36. And again, your key questions, what do we need to practice? How can you keep improving? By watching my videos, by reading a lot, and by studying as much as possible. I hope that was useful. Goodbye.